Okay, we're ready to go. So Joseph, you contacted me. I'm a trainer and assessor.
Yep.
And you want to perfect or improve some of your work skills, like in the workplace here, working in the office, in the restaurant. And so I've designed a program for you to test your level.
Reading and writing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Both reading, but first we're going to do reading. With the reading, there will be a little bit of writing.
Yeah.
Too, because that tests your comprehension. So if we don't ask you questions, then I don't know if you know what you were reading about.
Yeah, fair enough.
So then I will test your comprehension for there. So there's some reading and there's a little bit of writing, but they're just short answer questions because later we're going to do more writing in the writing sector when we do an incident report.
Okay.
So first we're going to do some knowledge questions reading, and then later we'll do an incident report, more writing. So we have a PowerPoint as a guide for you. So when you're at home, doing your homework, you have these resources available to you, and I'm also available. You can via email. And so, but first of all, let's do a warm-up. So here I've got some little flashcards, as you can see. These are a headache.
Yeah.
See that?
Okay. Cool.
And what's that?
This one is headache.
Trying to trick you. And what's this one?
Sore throat.
Yes, that's right. So a sore throat. So it's good memory little game. So what we're going to do is first I'll get you to see if you can match all the correct ones together. So a headache and a headache. Can you find a headache?
A headache, this one.
Yes. So then we put them together.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a few more.
Yeah.
Try, what about this one?
Toothache.
What's that say?
Toothache.
Yeah, toothache.
Cool.
So that's just pronunciation.
Yep. Toothache.
See if you can find toothache.
Toothache. Yep.
Yeah, put that away on the side. And what does this one say?
Sore throat.
Yes, correct. So can we find the other one?
Sore throat here.
Yes.
Sore throat.
Excellent. How about stomach ache?
Stomach ache. One.
Very good.
One here. There's another one over here.
Very good.
Stomach ache.
Yes, stomach ache. And what about a cold?
Oh, cold, yes, yeah.
That's a bit easy.
Cold here, yeah.
Okay, so you're doing really well with this.
It's interesting.
Continue to finish that by yourself.
Okay. So, okay, we got fever here. And a cramp. And a cramp.
Oh,
yeah, in the ear aid.
Yes.
Ear aid.
Sometimes the body doesn't like too much milk.
Cough, yeah, that's all.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
So that was memory, testing your memory.
Yeah.
Also, you need to read the words, which you did well. So straight away, I know that level 3 is going to be okay for you, but we need to test some more things. So, cough, you did. So there was only one pronunciation, but we've sorted that out now. So we obviously always need to practice more vocabulary, and then we need to practice the pronunciation so that we read it correctly. So we have other aids that I can help you with. For example, on the internet, dictionaries. Yeah. Thesaurus will do lots of different words that mean the same thing. And they also have a little button you push with a speaker, and it says a cough.
All right. Yeah.
And then underneath it will explain what is a cough. So the next thing I want to do is continue with this memory, and we turn them over now. So I'm going to. Yeah. So this is an example of one of the activities. So I will give some other activities for you to do in your own time. And so this is an open book thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
A cough. Oh.
Oh.
Get it right. Let's try another one. a sore throat,
So here we're testing the
a
memory,
cramp,
reading skills,
fever.
pronunciation.
a fever. Oh,
And
oh no, this
schema.
this a cramp. Two eight.
He's writing.
Oh, here must be right. Sore throat.
Yes, sore throat. Very good.
So a fever, a fever.
Right.
So or a cramp, a cramp. Stomach ache, stomach ache.
Very good. You've got that pronunciation down already.
Yep. A cold.
Cold.
Must be this one.
We just hope it's not COVID.
A cold, yes.
Very good. Yes, so this is the sequence. So first, I'm introducing you to the work, and then in the PowerPoint it will guide you through the reading and then writing, and then we talk about feedback later. So those are the steps that are linked to the task sheet.
Yep.
So we follow those. You can go to the next slide. So here are the objectives. Identify hazards linked to work-related illness, injury in a manner that is healthy, safe with regards to self and others. Can you read that?
Be able to respond to incidents. Complete a written incident report using a case study.
Yes, very good. Here we have hazards and risks. Do you have an idea about that?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe you can show me on that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the next page. What does that
A
say?
hazard is something that could cause harm.
Yes, what do you think would cause harm at work, an accident?
Maybe a loose cable
Yes?
on the ground.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
A risk is the chance of something happening. One is high, four is low.
Okay.
So just like a loose cable, somebody might trip and
Yeah.
fall. Yeah.
So if there's a loose cable across the floor
Yep.
and there's some water nearby,
Yes.
that's dangerous.
Yes,
Electricity.
Mm.
Someone could get electrocuted. So what do you think the risk of someone tripping over that cable? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1 is low,
High.
4 is high.
No. One is high, four
Yes.
is low.
Yes.
So I would say it will be around
Yes.
2.
2.
Yeah.
So we need to eliminate it before it gets higher.
Yes.
Right. And so we will get to how we do that work and who we need to notify and all that later in the writing section.
Okay.
So this is just an introduction.
Yep.
Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Question. What's the
What
question?
are the 3 most common hazards?
Okay, next page.
Oh, the slip, the trip, and the fall. Yeah, this
That's
is very
right.
common. Yeah.
Yes, if you push the button, you'll see there's a slip,
Slip
and that's the
Trip.
trip that we're going to talk about,
and the fall. Yeah.
and a fall. That's very dangerous.
Yes.
So those are the 3 most hazards.
Common safety
Yes.
hazard in the workplace.
That's right. Do you identify?
Oh yes, yes.
those?
Yep. I mean, it's very common for somebody to slip on the water
Yes.
and fall from the ladder if not careful. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next.
Common hazard.
Common hazards. Focus,
Focus, equal.
yellow and green.
Yep.
So we push the button, then we get along safety,
Safety
hazards.
hazard.
And the next one, okay, just stop there
Yep.
and we'll talk about that for a little while. So
Yeah.
we're just going to focus on these 2 and later we can develop more work for you. You looks like you want to learn more, so that's going
Yeah.
to take more time. So we'll just focus on safety hazards. So what are those?
Slip, trips, and fall. Tools and faulty equipment.
Right. And physical
Physical hazard would be air quality, noise, temperature, radiation.
Right, right. So that is linked to your writing, reading and writing work that I've made for you.
Okay.
So we're just familiarizing yourself with all the information here and guiding you through. So if you scroll along like this, you'll see that there are other conditions.
Okay.
We have work organization hazards, ergonomic hazards. What's this one?
Chemical and dust hazard.
And
This one is a biological hazard.
for example,
Mold, insect, pest, disease, COVID-19, HIV, hepatitis, and
Ebola. Right. That's good. We'll move along.
Yep.
So that is the task that you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So that's explaining the. It's just giving you a bit more information
Okay.
of what you're going to be doing. So you'll read the handout and you'll answer the short answer questions, and I'll be able to assist you with that.
Okay.
So that's what you need to know.
Yep.
Great. And finally, that's the end of part one.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.
So, thank you. I'll just do a little bit of a summary with you
Yep.
in a second.
So Joe, that was a good exercise. Did you
Yeah.
enjoy it?
Yes.
Yeah, it showed us a lot of things. What do you think?
I think it's test the memory, test the understanding, and the pronunciation, like you say.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought you did really well on that.
Okay.
So you kind of aced it.
Yeah.
You started, got familiar, and then you're on.
Mm.
So that's awesome.
Okay.
So now I need to explain the process. Here we have the task sheet. Right?
Okay.
So we're going to do the housekeeping. So I'm explaining the PowerPoint for you. So when you do your homework, you know how everything works. And then we did some more warm-up activities.
Yeah.
And I have some other activities for you here. We've got a hazard activities, search,
Yeah. Okay.
puzzle.
Yeah.
And we've got short matching the sentences. So we've got, for example, I've numbered, some of them have been done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've done a couple of examples so you can get an idea, familiar with how. So we need to join the first sentence and match
Match.
which
Yeah.
one it is.
Yeah.
So here you can see I've got number one. So number one's up there.
Yeah.
You could put other people at risk by
Not following agreed safe work practices.
excellent.
Yeah.
And number two, employers have the primary responsibility for
Making sure that the workplace is safe.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
So you try one by yourself. How about that number three? Read number three.
Legal responsibility for workplace health and safety are set out in reducing the risk as effectively as they can.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So that I will leave that for you to continue later.
Okay.
I just want to show you how it goes. And this one is just the short answer questions here.
Okay.
So I've done the first example. If you spot something hazardous, what should you do? And for a simple hazard, I've said a more, and then there's another question, a more complex hazard. Yeah. So I answered the first one with an example. Can you read examples?
Stop work and tell others in the workplace. Make sure the area is safe. That is, remove the boxes to a secure and safe location.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. So there's another question. I'll give you a bit more time to do that at home as well, because this is a more complex hazard, and you can think about that.
All right.
So, and then those are those three activities.
I can do that at home.
In your own time.
Yeah.
So that's good. So I'll also get you to sign the consent form.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we're doing these activities, and then we're going to do a case study.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a reading case study, and there's some question and answers that you need to answer after the reading. So again, it's comprehension to test your ability to read that level. And so you have to read through, but I've simplified the text for you. So it's all been numbered.
Okay.
So, and then you skim by looking and scanning, looking for things and answer the questions. So that should take you a little while, you know, you can do that at a time, and then that's your work in progress there on 4. And then we move on to the incident report.
Okay.
And that's all writing. And then that's going to take some time. And we've got PowerPoint to support you with questions and things. So as you work through things, you'll find, oh, I need to think about that. I need to know a bit more about that. You know, and so the PowerPoint's there to support you and guide you with that. And then that's work in progress.
Okay.
So it's in there. Yeah. And then, if you like, I do have some extension activities, online activities that you can do. Like, for example, I've got a link there for Kahoot.
All right. Yeah.
So the level I'm gonna. So I know you're on 3. I'm just trying to push you on the extension. So first you've got to get through the work. Yeah. And then you'll push you on the extension so that we are working at the next level.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what we say.
Yeah.
I plus 1 equals the next level. So we're try to work a little bit up.
Okay.
And that'll push you. So our objective with this overall at the end is to get you up to 3 plus, and then, you know, we can see how you go, and we can talk about, you know, if you want to continue doing some more.
It's really important.
You're getting the hang of it. What do you think? How you went? Do you understand what you need to do?
Yep.
The tasks at hand.
Yep.
And linking that with the PowerPoint.
Yes.
Direction.
Yep.
Yeah. What have you? Do you have some feedback you want to?
I understand most of it, but if anything I am not sure, I will email you or call you again.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, your reading ability is there. It's at that level.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be pushing it up.
Okay.
So that's good. Good for you to work on this stuff. And the more reading and you do, and the more writing, that increases your level. So, you know, we talk about I equals +1. So working at the next level, that's the +1. So we're in a 3 plus, right? I just want to explain to you about the writing stage. So that is going to be the incident report.
Okay.
So here we have writing
accident report.
Right. So an incident is an accident.
Yeah.
It's something that happened, an event, and a report is the writing. So you're going to learn how to write what happened.
Yeah.
So we've got the case study, and the case study is about the lady who tripped over and fell, and she banged her elbow and fell on the corner of a filing cabinet.
Yeah.
She tripped over a lead, electrical lead, which was across. And then, like you said, so it was good that you mentioned that.
Okay.
And she fell on the hard floor there and hurt her shoulder, and she needed some attention, and she had to go to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I have to write an incident report.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here we're going to, there's a little video for you to watch.
Yeah.
It describes that process.
Yeah.
And then here's a little review. So do you remember, what is a hazard?
Yeah, hazard is something that cause you maybe to fall. Yes. In the workplace. Yeah.
Like the trip, the lead.
Like the trip, the lead, and the risk is how is it going to, I mean, what's the likelihood of it happening? Yes. Yeah.
And do you remember the 1 to 4?
Yeah, 1 to 4. 1 is very highly.
Yes.
And the 4 is the low risk here.
Okay. Can you give me a couple of hazards?
Slip, fall, and trip.
I remember.
Yeah.
They rhyme, don't they?
Yeah.
Slip, trip, fall. So here we have a traffic light system.
Yeah.
You want to read that?
Stop work for risk assessment. Solve the problem when it's yellow light.
Yes.
And green light is work area is safe.
Yes. So that's the process, and then you'll learn more about that as you do. So here we explain the incident report.
Yeah.
Incident reporting is writing, recording worksite events, including near misses. Incidents are accidents that cause injuries to workers or damage property and equipment. It is a communication tool that helps to describe incidents in the workplace. We write down, document all the facts, not opinions. So it must be facts. Did you understand what I said? Speaking a little bit faster.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that answers the question, what are
Incident report. What are incidents? Why do we need IR?
incident reports?
Okay.
What's an incident report? It tells you what's in it, the type of accident, the address, names of people, a description of the accident, injuries, the names of witnesses, evidence, safety officer.
It's a good checklist there.
And this is the hierarchy of controls. So, we talked about eliminating control, replacing the hazard, isolating means to separate and change the way people work, and PPE, personal protective equipment. So those are the ratings that I spoke about. And so, you will read that case study and then you will write the report.
Okay, Joe, so that's good. The reading skill is up there. So here we have the WHS emergency procedures. Let's try reading the evacuation procedure.
Okay. Evacuation procedure. If in immediate danger or on hearing the evacuation alarm or on being instructed to evacuate, first, if safe to do so, secure your office and evacuate the building via the nearest exit and proceed in single file in an orderly manner to the assembly area. Do not use lift. Secondly, do not re-enter the building unless advised to do so by an authorized person.
Excellent. Well done. So you can continue that as part of your homework. So those things you need to know about at work, right? So that's part of what you want to know, the things that you want to put together for you at work.
Yes, it's very important.
Yes, the WHS is a very, very big thing in Australia.
Okay, I will read through that in my spare time.
So there's a legislation, the Act, law that requirements that we have to do those things.
Okay,
We don't have a choice.
all right. That's good.
Okay, moving along more on the writing, the incident report. So you haven't seen an incident report before, and this is what it looks like. You remember we said what's in an incident report, and that you will have more time at home to do it. And so here we have the name of the person, the incident investigation, who is the safety officer,
Joanne Gorman,
the name of the worker,
Joseph,
and
Leonard Carter, manager.
and any witnesses. And here we tick the different things that you need to write about. For example, I've said noise, I've ticked that and given an example. And we have layout design, wrong equipment failure, we've got shaking, lighting is a good one. So that lady in this case study, she couldn't see very well because the lighting wasn't there. So you're going to transfer the information you read from this case study
into
this incident report. So all this information is there. It's actually, I've actually simplified it. As you can see, that's more of a paragraphs. All the information is embedded inside there. So what I've done is I've simplified it for you. So here, we have the story 1. A worker carrying a box tripped and fell. 2.
She fell over an electric cable.
3.
The electric cable was being used across the floor.
4.
It was in a busy walkway.
Yes. So you see how that has been simplified and listed in a list rather than inside of a paragraph. So I've extracted the meaning and made it easy for you So you will see when you go to fill in an incident form, then you have to explain what happened, right?
Yeah.
So that part I just showed you, you will explain what happened, but you will have to write it in your own words.
Okay.
So you just get to know the information and then think about it, how you would talk to someone and say, oh, I was at work and my friend, she tripped over and she hurt her shoulder. Oh, it was terrible. She had to go in the ambulance. So, you know, that's just me talking, but you will say it differently.
Yeah, yeah.
So I need to know if you understand. So I'm testing your comprehension while you writing it in your own words.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And you're not just copying that, because if you just copy it to there, it's not going to tell me, you know, you understand, and I need to focus on your level and improve your skill at level 3, the knowledge. Excuse me. So that's what's happening with the incident report. We can, and then down here, there's more information that comes from here. So you've got all the content that you need to transfer onto this piece of paper.
Okay.
And there's a few little questions that we have to write down here. There's 3 things the safety inspection showed.
Yeah.
Why couldn't she be replaced?
All right.
Right, because she was highly skilled and they couldn't find anyone, for example. And we talk about shoes in here, and it's a similar process with a numbered system.
Yeah.
And I've done, in a short sentence, list 3 reasons why footwear is important. The first one is done for you.
Yeah.
It stops people from falling.
Yes.
So what kind of shoes do you need so you won't fall over?
Safety shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underneath the sole, what would it be like?
Non-slip. Yeah.
Non-slip.
Yeah.
Right. That's good. So those are the kinds of things.
So I can fill this at home and my own.
Yeah, you do that in your own time. That's your homework.
Yeah.
And that's the writing. And then we have the risk assessment we talked about 1 to 4.
Yeah.
So you will go through the case study and you will list that information on this page, and you will decide on another 3 hazards, examples.
Yeah.
And then you can get in the workforce, like in the kitchen, out here, carrying things.
Yeah.
You trip over.
Yeah. Trip. Yeah.
Someone in their foot like that. That's another trip. Oh, and that's going to make a lot of trouble. And then you can do the risk assessment for level 1 to 4.
Yeah.
So we just want you to make up your own examples from work experience. So then we know that you're interacting with your job, and you can understand and transfer those skills into reading and writing.
Okay.
Okay, and so this is a guide at the end. Please explain what happened, when and where did it happen, what work task was being done, who was involved, and then collect the information.
Yeah.
Maintenance records. Do you want to try reading some?
Safe work procedure, instruction manual, training record. What control have been made? What planning can stop the accident from happening?
Yeah.
What new control have been made with the safety officer?
Very good. We're getting faster.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll take a picture of that.
Yeah.
So tell me, have we gone through the task sheet adequately?
Yeah.
So that's work in progress.
Yeah.
And as I told you before, there's an extension which you might be interested in.
Yeah.
Challenging yourself.
Okay.
On Kahoot.
Yeah.
Which is linked in the PowerPoint file. So
okay.
you click on the link. If it doesn't move, then just copy and paste.
Yeah.
The URL, the address.
Yeah.
The website address, and paste it into Google or Firefox, and then it'll take you there. And it's all about safety at work as well.
Yeah.
So because that's what you wanted to learn more about. So yeah, I've just accessed some information from the workplace health and safety unit that I've designed this specifically for you.
Yeah.
So I just wanted for myself to understand, what you needed to know as a trainer assessor. And then at the end, we're going to do some feedback.
Yeah.
So there are just questions that we can get you to fill in later.
Yeah.
Feedback form. How do you think I went getting the process you up and running with the reading and the writing? And are the evaluation questions.
Okay.
Things like, what's the plan, what you expected it to be? What do you think? Was the plan what you expected it, or is there some other thing that you imagined?
No, I think it's pretty clear. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try another one. Which is one that you like?
Do you feel confident in returning to your work role and using the skill? Yes. After the training, I feel more confident.
Yes. So now you have a little introduction.
Yeah.
And you want to go ahead with doing this work.
Yeah.
And so later, you think you will have achieved those objectives?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we remember we discussed what the objectives were. So you think you will be able to achieve those? It looks like you're pretty quick learner.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to thank you for your time, and we'll keep in touch as you go through the work plan and sort out any difficulties or any questions and any queries. I'll be there. You know, you're quite quick to reply to email, and I've got you on my phone, so I always go.
Okay.
Hi, Joseph. How are you today?
Hi, Len.
It was good meeting you at the venue yesterday in the workplace and talking to you about your workplace training program.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was a good meeting, Len.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was really beneficial for both of us. So I wanted to talk more about summarizing everything and just making sure what you're expected to do. Yeah. And any questions you might have, because we kind of ran out of time. Things started getting busy there, so this is a good time to do it on Zoom. Yeah. So thank you for making the time today. Do you remember the objectives we talked about?
Yeah, I think the objective is clear. I need to evaluate my reading and writing skill to see which level that I am in at the moment, so that in future that will determine what sort of training that I can go on. Yeah.
So your goals, you want to align your goals with that. Can you explain your goals a little bit?
Yeah, I want to get involved more in the management role in the place that I'm working now, and get involved more with the WHS side of the thing, like workplace health and safety, which is really important. But in order to do that, I need to make sure that my reading and writing skill is up to the level that is required. So I'm looking for a training program that can help me out with that. Yeah.
That's great. Well, the good news is your level is sitting, from what I can see, a minimum of 3. So it can only get better. Yeah. You might not be familiar with some things, and so we can build the knowledge and skill of how to use that knowledge for your objectives, which is to we're making sure that you can achieve those objectives, and your employer wants you to do some further study, so you can work in the workplace in a professional manner. Yeah, managing and leading, doing meetings, writing meetings minutes, toolbox meetings in the mornings. Yeah, doing those checklists. We might have ergonomic checklists and other health and safety checklists, and just knowing about workplace health and safety. So I've included the Australian WorkSafe manual on workplace health and safety in your content, so you can refer to that for something you may need to know or study. Yeah. And if there's any questions, you can get back to me. Any help you might need. Yeah, and we'll work through the process to make sure that by the end of the plan you're 100%. Yeah. So when you go to TAFE, you have to finish the work at 100%. Either, you're competent or you're not yet competent.
Yes, yes.
So if you're not yet competent, then we have a plan. So we're just making sure that you're ready, to go where you want to go and do what you want to do. And you're quite happy doing what you're doing at the moment. Because in the past, you have already held management positions in Malaysia and Australia. So there's no reason why you can't continue to be successful. It's just, Australia requires regulations and it's legislation. So we need to do this. We need to do this. So, but I need to clarify also, if you understand what is expected you of this program. We ran through a few of the tasks yesterday and I gave you a task sheet.
Yeah. Maybe you can just briefly explain that to me again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just grab the task sheet here. So we introduced the housekeeping and the journey and talked about safety, emergency procedures. Those are the things that you will need to know, like, you have to have signs placed on the wall. What is the emergency procedure? What are the steps? So these things you will have to know. So you will have a look back at the content and practice your knowledge. We did a warm-up activity with the. Do you remember doing the
matching?
Yes.
Yep.
Matching those were biological safety, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you remember what we were focusing on at this stage? There are two: the yellow and the green safety. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that yellow is the physical or?
Yeah, green was the physical.
Yeah, green was the physical. Yeah.
Yellow was the safety.
Safety, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the PowerPoint video.
Okay, I will refresh that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can review that.
Yeah.
So we went along and talked about that, and then I told you about the reading assignment assessment.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of writing involved.
Yes.
And you remember talking about that, and so you have to complete that part A.
Yeah.
There's two parts, right? Part A is reading and part B is writing.
Writing, yes.
Yeah, so part A is more lined up with knowledge, connecting with the skills. And then part B is more about the writing. Remember the case study?
Yes.
Yeah. So that part A, you need to fill in that form and have it returned to me, and then I can go over it. If there's anything, I can send it back and ask, can you do something, to amend this or something that needs amending. And then part B is about the incident report. Do you remember how that works with the case study?
Yes.
Transferring.
I think, some incident I need to put into the incident reports, just in my own words,
Yes. So I've simplified the reading into numbers, numbered sentences, so you can read that, but it's about you understanding the concept overall and being able to either talk about it and then, write about it in your own words.
Yep.
So those are the two things that are basically I need you to get to do. The final thing is feedback.
Okay.
So I need you to fill in the feedback forms.
Yeah.
How we went with your own. Just be honest, and it's all good. And that's beneficial for me as a trainer assessor as well, and for yourself. And the final feedback will be the reflection questions.
Yes.
So you can take your time and working at in your own pace, and I think you'll enjoy doing this, and then because it will take you into, you know, the course that you want to do later.
Yeah.
Which I would probably recommend, workplace health and safety.
All right.
Certificate, yeah.
That
So
we
this
can
will be-
enroll in a local TAFE here.
Yeah, I would prefer you to roll it in TAFE because it's
Yeah.
more reliable. Study option, RTO. You know, so they do a good job, and they're regulated by the government. They have to meet the standards, and you will be happy going there because everything has to be done that way.
Okay.
The way that you want it. So yeah, congratulations on
Okay.
getting into this.
Yeah.
I look forward to assessing you and working with you on the journey.
Yeah. Thank you, Len, for your training. It's been very helpful here. Yeah.
You're welcome. It was fun. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
See you next
Okay.
section.
Okay. Bye.